A question I see on social media often is, why do some people gain weight and some people lose weight? What's your
Yeah,
take on
so
that?
I'll just give you my clinical take, particularly on the weight gain picture. The weight loss is very common in SIBO, and there's a lot of, I'd say that's more common. There are some people that their weight isn't affected at all, but it's very common to see people lose weight without really wanting to lose weight. I mean, without intending to lose weight. Now, sometimes it's welcome. Sometimes people are like, okay, I didn't mind. But very often what we get into is people go underweight, and it's not desirable. So there's a lot of reasons for that. One reason is we use low carbohydrate diets to help manage SIBO symptoms, and low carbohydrate diets are weight loss diets. Also, patients will restrict the amount of food that they're eating, because when they eat is when symptoms come. So they'll either skip meals, they'll do a lot of fasting, or they'll have very small portion sizes, and then they begin to lose weight from that. But then there's other things. First of all, the bacteria itself is competing for the food in the small intestine. And so there is a malabsorption situation going on in SIBO. And so it can steal the person's food. So they can lose weight from that. And then the symptoms that it creates can make a person not be able to eat, like nausea. There can be severe nausea in SIBO, and a person you just can't eat when you're seriously nauseous. Or a feeling of food sitting in your stomach like a brick, and it won't go down, and the meal is right there that you ate for the day. You're just not going to take another meal. So even if the person would have wanted to, the symptoms are preventing them from eating. And then lastly, there are some symptoms like profuse diarrhea that just causes weight loss. So I just wanted to mention those things. Now, about and by the way, the best thing we can do for that is get in there and treat that SIBO, get the bacteria gone, and then all of those situations can resolve, right?
Yeah.
Now, weight gain, as you mentioned earlier when we were talking, there's some association in the research between methogenic microbes and methane gas and weight gain. So that could be a reason. But I will tell you that more often, what I see clinically is it seems to be a bit unrelated. And what I mean, the weight gain, what I mean is it seems to be hormonal. Because even when we clear the methogenic bacteria, the weight gain persists for some people. Now, not for some. There are some people where it really did seem to come on just from the SIBO. We clear the SIBO, and then they are able to lose weight. So that's likely associated with methane bacteria. Or what if they didn't have methane bacteria? Some process that was going on there that was from the SIBO, that's once the SIBO is removed. But I really do see a lot of people where they have weight gain, and it's not really exactly from the SIBO. And it might have seemed like it was because it came, started to come in around, and it's really hormonal imbalance. And then when we get them over to seeing, because I'm not a hormone specialist, but I refer for that. And when they see specialists for that, they get their hormones balanced, the weight starts to come off. So I wanted to mention that clinically because I think sometimes we try and pin too much on the SIBO,
Yeah. It's very easy to go, that's all it is. And we have to look much further, don't we, afield to see everything.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
So now what about yourself? Do you have anything to add on that of what you see?
And I think you've answered that perfectly, really, really well. I do remember, in relation to the methanogens, I remember listening to a podcast with Mark Pimenthal last year, and he did a section about methane. And sadly, right now, I can't remember what he said, but I know there was a link, possibly that the increase of bacteria increased the short-chain fatty acids, and the short-chain fatty acids are used as an alternative energy source. And if you've got more short-chain fatty acids produced by more bacteria, it meant that it could cause weight gain. That was one link I remember. And there was another one which I'm going to find out, and I'm going to put in a blog on my SmartSibo Test site. I'm going to re-listen to it and let people know, because right now I can't remember. But
I've read all those studies, and I don't remember what the mechanisms are. I mean, I read them all, this all came out 3 years ago, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm going to revisit them again.
But I think what really matters is just to know there has been shown to be an association of weight gain and methane. So if a person has weight gain and methane, maybe that's it. Clearing the SIBO, the methane, should take care of it. And if it doesn't, well, then you've got to look for something else. And in a lot of cases, I do see that to be hormonal.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. My name is Emma Wells and I'm a nutritional therapist with over 15 years experience specialising in digestive disorders and digestive testing. I'm currently studying functional medicine, having completed my digestive module last year, and I am the founder of Smart Nutrition, SmartSibo Test and IBS and SIBO clinics.